Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. More guest help today. It is the crew. Zemke, Yuhu, and Aztec not... Alright, when you sent me the replay, you didn't tell me one of you was driving artillery. Come on! I pressed a button and it stopped recording. Alright, we're back. Let's do it. Send it. Send it. Aztec is in a Lorraine 155-55. It is the French connection, at least. We have two burrs, a all Tier 8 battle. Bunch of platoons going on here, facing some heavy platoons, it looks like, on the other side. So let's see what Yuhu and Zemke do, and then nobody cares what Aztec does, but we'll keep an eye on Aztec as well. Pooey artillery. All right, off we go. Zing zing, zoomaloom, Yuhu and Zemke. Looks like maybe... Okay, they're not going to go take under the bridge. They're going to... What is Yuhu doing? Yuhu has decided to side scrape with the heavies. Alright, that's one way to do it. Zemke's going up to this bush. This is a pretty good spotting bush. The only problem with it is a couple. One of them is if one of the other dudes comes up the top, especially if they kind of go around this platform and sneak around and spot you, that can suck. That ramp is really not a problem. That ramp's not necessarily a problem either until they come back around over here. And of course, if you shoot from here, you're going to be pretty much spotted. There's no way to get 15 meters off of these bushes to shoot guys up there. And in addition to, and also, people will sometimes blind shoot this bush. That being said, it's a pretty good spotting bush for sort of locking down what's going on up by the bridge. And you can get some cheeky shots into people if you're careful how you do it. Just like that. Boom. 343. Ow, says the Type 59. And we got... Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we got spotted. It's also a bit vulnerable to Arty. Yes, it's got some walls there, so it's not easy to hit you. But, yeah, see, there goes one Arty shot. Is that probably going after... Yeah, that's going after the Renegade. The Renegade. There's another burr over there. How many do they have? They have two Burasks as well. Looks like Zemke went right into the reload once he shot, because he kind of figured he wasn't going to get another one. He had to run away and hide from Arty and return shots, so he might as well reload. This tank does reload relatively quickly for a autoloader because it's only a... Oh, geez. That is a bummer. Nice. And we got spotted. There you go. So, pretty much every time you shoot from that bush, you're going to get spotted. Is he going to go right to a reload? He's maybe thinking he's going to get a shot, so he's going to hold on to it. Ow. Okay, that sucked. And that's what I was talking about. The Lynx decided to make a YOLO run with ow. Ow. That really sucks. You know, as we ran away, we went right in front of all of those guns right there. So, just like that, still carrying our one shell, we are now a one-shot. That's a bummer. Yeah, we're just trying to avoid getting artied or some kind of weird sneaky sniper shot from up there, although our guys are kind of up in their faces, so that is helpful, keeping them a bit honest. And now Zemke is bailing out of there. And it looks like... Yep, so Yuhu's fallen back. He took some hits. But they're a platoon, and that's the good news. They're talking to each other. They can coordinate this. They can look after, get into crossfires, talk about where they're spotting, where things are, where things aren't. Which is sometimes as important as where things are. It knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. All that kind of good stuff. And he did mention in his note that they did fall back because things started going south. And I would say that is exactly what's going on. Oh, nice shot into his side. The other thing about this tank is it hits hard. How did he not spot you? Boy, he had bad spotting. All right. He had bad vision. Down goes the Skoda. Of course, you might expect that from a Skoda that just drives out of the trenches there and right into everybody. Back to garage. I'll get that burr. Already thumped him. I would suspect our heavies are fixin' to lose pretty quickly. Where's Aztec? Aztec's okay, very smart. Aztec is up here. That's a good move somewhere along the way, and I didn't notice it, but it looks like I don't know if he actually positioned there first or noticed that the heavy side of the map, the north side of the map, was going poorly, but in any event, he is no longer in danger, at least for the moment. Oh, nice. Did we just get it? Okay, jeez. How did we not... Did we not get lit there? Hold on. Generally, I don't make you guys do this, but I have to find out. Was he... I wonder if his commander was dead. Yeah, they're talking. Push. Okay, let's see if he gets lit. Was an armor not hit? Bummer. Okay, that's very strange. It looked like he was seeing the front of the guy's gun. I was going to say maybe the angle was covering up both of that guy's spotting points, you know, because it's on the top of the turret and the matlet, but it looked like he could see the matlet. Maybe his commander was dead from the fall. Who knows? 1,300 damage. Zemke's got 1 kill. And we're really on our back foot here. Okay, we've won the south, more or less. There's still some guys wandering around. The Zwilling dies because he just walks out in front of everybody. Now the T-34 is about to come around the corner and die. Yep. I didn't know that, by the way. I just figured he... Okay. Good job. And the Super died. Okay. And you saw Zemke talk about it. I think he was probably talking to the guys down there in the southeast, trying to get his mediums to student body back. Come on back here. Let's clean up their guys in the north. I don't want to say don't worry about the Burr, but chasing the Barask and the Lynx and then walking into TDs and all their guys, because there's also an RHMB missing at this point. A push over there on the east side of the map just really isn't smart right now. Let's see what his team does, if any of them are smart enough to turn back around. Where is our Super? What is he doing? Is this guy out in the... Oh my goodness gracious. There's another one just driving through. Tracked. Oh no, just slammed on the brakes. Boy, what a bummer. What a bummer. He did kill the Renagati. Unfortunate. Down he goes. Alright, so Yoo-Hoo snipes him from the sniper position. Nice crossfire, actually. Yoo-Hoo's jumped up into that sniper position with that 2-shot autoloader. It's not bad. You can tame the gun pretty well. I think it actually ends up working better as a sniper than you might think based on its stats. It's one of those guns. It just kind of seems to work better than the numbers show. How many times have you been shot while that thing's full on the run from across the map? A lot of times for me, guys. A lot of times. Looks like our mediums are continuing to push. At least the Sioux has come back to help. So you've got Yoo-Hoo over there kind of spotting. If they get anywhere into the dockyards there and they start heading for the cap, he's going to spot them. And that's going to give the Sioux and Zemke nice cross shots. I don't know what the Super's doing. That's a weird spot. I suppose you might say he's watching that middle area right under the bridge right there, which could be useful. Say the Lynx tries to run in there, and the morons are continuing to push. And their Burr has fallen back and has bushed up and it killed the stupid CS-52 LIS. It's really funny when you sit there and watch this same kind of thing happen over and over in this game. You can just call it. You're like, well, more than likely those guys are all going to go die while they push. Speaking of dying, it looks like Yoo-Hoo is a nut job. Boy, boy. I feel like they're just going to push and kill him. He got a couple licks in, but he's on a reload now. Very interesting. So Zemke is maybe trying to go... Nope. He's like, yeah, that's a lot of hit points down there. I don't think I can help him. Very interesting. Well, looks like Yoo-Hoo's on his own. I don't know about that push. It's unsupported. Good luck. I hope he does well. Pantera moves back. He's also getting bombarded by Artie. There may be a discussion between Aztec and Yoo-Hoo. That's a possibility if the Artie is closely supporting. The 155-51 reloads fairly quickly, although now he's on the move, so he's not aiming at anything. There's the RHM. He's been there for a while, spotted. So at least we know he's not by their cap. There goes the Pantera. Poked one too many times. And now Yoo-Hoo, or not Yoo-Hoo, but Zemke is starting to move. RHM died. That was a good kill. 6x6 gets killed by Yoo-Hoo. Well done that. But as you can see now, they are both on a one-shot. So maybe they're going to lash up again together. Unfortunate, the Sioux died. Super kills the Barask. Barask was probably the biggest problem they had. Dealing with heavies in the heavy zones here. Oh, another sniff. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. that seems fairly regular with a Borosk, and you would not expect that to be so with its stats. In theory, that was one of the balancing situations with this tank. I might have gone right to a reload right after that shot. You might have been hoping for another shot, potentially if they pushed Yoo-Hoo, or Yoo-Hoo got him lit, maybe he'd have got it. Alright, so we've gone to reload. Notice how fast that is. What is it, 18 seconds? Something like that. I mean, you're right back in the fight with the two-shot autoloaders. It's kind of one of the things that makes them so broken. Alright, the Artie's making a runner. Is Yoo-Hoo going to get him? This is dangerous, because now, once we push up very close to some of these other tanks, things like the Caliban and the 57, sometimes it's hard to react. Now, there you go. So he's lit, and all of a sudden the Caliban knows where he is. Good news is that the Caliban is low hit points. Okay, there's the... Oh, very nice. All right, you have to know that they were talking to each other. Looks like he wants to come over here and make sure the Caliban doesn't come up the hill and sneak attack him. Oh, he's going the other way. Chasing him down. Oh, no! Nice. All right, speed. Speed is life, fellas. Nice sneak attack. So, kind of a tough game, and all of a sudden ended up with 2,345. 3 kills for Yoo-Hoo, 2 kills for Zemke. Aztec Knights, the Artie, Pui is still alive. Puts a thump on their Artie. That's a bummer. You always hope your Artie kills the other Artie when you get those kinds of shots. He's donezo. And we end up with 3 kills each. And a nice little ram at the end, as you do when you're Platoon. Well done, guys. Well done. Some early spotting. Got a couple tough hits on there, which really knocked our hit points down. Forced both of them to start being very careful, but also a nice job falling back. Aztec getting out of the way as well in terms of where he positioned so that he can maintain the artillery's capability to influence the game. Crossfire, probably a lot of discussion about who's doing what to who. Yoo-Hoo's push didn't hurt. Nicely done. I'm not sure I'd have done it that way, but I didn't win the game, did I? No, I did not. They did. Thanks for sending that in, guys. That was great. Have a great one. See ya.